it's got to be the hardest part about editing. The two things that I think will help videographers that are just getting started out with their edit is one, marking your shots in camera, and two, finding a good method for finding new music on a regular basis. I really didn't start marking my shots until I had been filming for probably about a year. What that caused me to do is just sit at the computer for hours and hours reviewing footage without actually getting into the edit. Overall, it's a huge waste of time. So now what I try to do when I mark my shots is if I feel like I got a really good shot, rather than going in and reviewing it in camera, I just put my hand over the lens cap, hit record on the next shot for about 2 seconds, and then move on. What that allows you to do is when you go in and you put the SD card or whatever into your computer, the thumbnails that pop up will show a black square. And that black square, everything, the shot before that is the shot that you marked for your project. So that will save you a lot of time. In terms of music, you have to find ways to get creative, especially if you're putting things on TikTok or Instagram. If you're using user-generated sounds, or if you're trying to use popular music, there's ways to do it and still be working with the app and not against it. So TikTok is a great resource because you can save and download the videos with the sound. So a lot of times I'll just mark favorites on videos that I like the music on. I'll go back through. If I find one that I want to use for a project, then I'll just save the video and airdrop it to my computer. I'll edit using the sound from that video. And then when I upload, I'll just go back to my favorites and use that sound in the app. So that way you're not like ripping sounds. You're actually using them from the platform, but it's a way to sync up your video so they look a little bit more professional. I would recommend just saving sounds in general. I've got a folder just full of, app generated sounds, because sometimes those are just inspiration. I might drop something into a project I'm working on and then get an idea about something different. So if you're scrolling on the internet, use it to your advantage and save those things so you get a really big folder of stuff that you can go back and look at. Even if you don't use that exact thing, again, the inspiration to create sometimes can be hard to find, and so surrounding yourself with stuff you like makes that process a little bit easier sometimes. And so yeah, again, even if I don't use the exact song or the exact makeup of how the person edited it, it's nice to get some inspiration from other people. I did that recently, like I think a lot of people did with the Post Malone song, because it was released as kind of the anthem for college football. And it's a great hype song. So I kind of made my own version of that recently for another project that I was working on. So basically just building good habits of how to make your videos, what do you want them to look like, and how you want them to sound.